Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
And we're Cimorelli.
Welcome back to...
Oh my gosh.
The Cimorelli podcast. I could not hold that in and I couldn't make it quiet.
Gosh.
That was me closing my mouth. So
Okay, sorry
about
about
that.
that, guys. If she just assaulted your ears, if you're listening in headphones,
what was I supposed to do?
just turn these. You didn't have to do it into the mic.
Turn around.
That's true. That's
Okay,
true.
anyway.
What you don't know is there's a goblin in Lisa's
Stop
throat
feeding
that
the
has a
people.
drawbridge, and it just pulls the drawbridge to let the burp out.
Okay.
horrifying.
Anyway,
I can't hear.
hello, everyone. If this is your first time joining us, Cimorelli Podcast is a fun, uplifting podcast where we also focus a lot on self-improvement and personal growth, and we share juicy stories, we discuss personal topics, and we get vulnerable and real with you guys. Every other episode is available only on our Patreon, and our Patreon actually funds the whole podcast. So thank you, Patreon. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do the podcast. So thank you to the patrons. And also, if you're on Patreon, you get this episode and all the YouTube episodes a week before YouTube does. So you get double episodes and you get these a week early. It's pretty awesome to be a patron. There's also a bunch more stuff on our Patreon. It's a really awesome place, especially if you're really into personal growth and self-improvement, like we said. You're going to like our Patreon probably. So just join it for a month, see what you think. You may love it and stay there for years. So guys, today our topic of conversation is toxic wedding culture.
Oof.
I'd like to say this is a phrase that I coined recently as I realized it was a thing.
Guys, this is pretty juicy. We were getting really excited talking about it, especially Lisa, and we could have talked about it for like years.
Because this is like my passion in life, okay? Like, fight the power.
Yeah.
Always.
I'm on board.
Not toxic wedding culture. My passion is like fight the power, so.
I'm on board with that. Okay, so we'll be getting to that momentarily, but we always start with our highs and lows. And by always, I mean we just added this back this season. But this season, we always start with highs and lows.
Oh, she's looking at me again.
So what are your highs and lows of the
my
week,
God.
ladies?
Oh no.
Okay, my high was over the weekend. It was a busy weekend, so the weekend wasn't a high. But I went to Target, shopping, need to get some things. And of course, I walk through the door. I'm like, all right, I know exactly what I'm going to get. Oh, there's the clothing section. And I bought this dress. Feeling feisty. Feeling vibrant. Feeling vibrant in my dress.
You said you have like a really country accent. Feeling
Feeling
vibrant.
It was an accent. It was on purpose. So anyway, it was very exciting. And of course, I wasn't able to try it on, but I brought it home and it fit like a glove. So
Okay.
good stuff. My low was that very same weekend. I had a misunderstanding with my fiance and I cried. I always cry.
Makes sense.
Always cry. But it blossomed, another low turned high. As usual, we like to flip lows in this house. It turned into a greater understanding between the two of us, but it didn't begin well.
Wow, I didn't expect this.
You
Okay.
don't have to go. There's no assigned order.
Well, I'll just go anyway. I'm here.
Okay.
So, my high was that I did some work on my painting like prints, and I'm very excited. I've never, launched a business thing, so I'm very nervous. So maybe that's a low, but I'm very excited.
You've never
about
been
it.
around anyone running a business before, so I
Never.
can understand this.
I've never done it on my own.
Christina.
Okay, you little jerk. Anyway,
And
CEO
shots
since
fired.
birth. My low
Okay.
was being bullied by Christina. Thank you very much. It was actually just a general feeling of dread and overwhelm, but then it has dissipated more. I had to go on a walk and walk it out.
That was very Carole King. Like, I feel like that would be Carole King's low. Dread and overwhelm.
That's scary.
Don't know
to me.
her. Excuse me.
Ew.
Moving on.
Disturbed me to no end. In the
My low was just being kind of stressed yesterday because I was like, I have millions to do. And so I canceled plans.
Yes!
Plans I had tonight because I'm like, I can't do that. I just got to chill tomorrow night. That was me yesterday. And I also realized things that I had to do I didn't actually have to do. So I just delete off my to-do list. Well, I didn't delete. I just put them on later because they still have to be done. Just not today, you know. So my high was
Deleting
that
them off your
no,
to-do
no,
Can't
was
do
that.
that
That is my
I got a call just out of the blue from a friend on Sunday, and we ended up talking for like 4 hours, and it was just really fun. And
Love that.
It was a good
Love it.
talk. So.
Good for you.
Okay, let's see. My low was a Monday morning. I was having a really bad morning, and I was just like,
You're like,
normally I have really good Monday mornings. I was having such a depressed day, and I was like, why am I so depressed? This is horrible. And then I turned it around, though, really well. I was like, I got to dive into my feelings. Got to go on a walk. And I did all this stuff, and actually
oh, you
totally
told yourself
worked.
to smile and you turned it around. Smile.
If you saw our last episode, you know. You
can't
know.
hear.
No, that is not what I did. So that was a low because I was like, everything's depressing. This is horrible. But I came out of it. It was great. And then a nice high of the week was Lauren helped me with my house.
Whoa! Yeah, I forgot about that.
She came and went through all my decor, and she's like, you should hang this here and this here and this
Oh,
here.
it was great. Wait, that was so good. I forgot that happened. I need to see it though. In
It was
real
great.
life.
You should do a virtual tour so we can all see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but make
On
sure
your
he
story.
hangs up the rest of the stuff first.
I know.
I
He
need to
almost
see
did all
in
of it.
full. Okay.
And Nick is like a professional hanger-upper because he's a contractor.
Ooh.
So he
Love
did it
that.
all perfectly. I was like, yes, thank you.
Yes.
Love it.
So yeah, that was a good high. That was fun. It was great.
Okay, I feel like my low is so small that it sounds lame. So I'm just
Don't go there.
So I'm gonna do 2 mini lows.
Don't
okay.
judge your low.
Here's one mini low. My window on my car, like the driver window, the little handle thing broke. So I
that's
can't roll
bad.
down my window and feel alive.
Yeah, that's
and
bad.
When you should know, for me, when I'm driving, anytime it's like a beautiful day, I'm driving down like a highway part.
Yes.
Then not on the freeway, not the freeway, like a highway, like a long
girl, I
road
know the freeway.
where you're going
Got
like
it.
55 miles an hour, you know. And then it's a sunny day. I always roll down the windows and put on a song and blast it for a few minutes.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, it's so pretty. And then I was like, darn it, it's not working. So that's my mini low. My other mini low is that there was a giant spider on the wall in the family room, and I threw my shoe at it, which I've had a good streak lately with throwing my shoe at spiders that will fall and die. But this
I
one,
thought I had a good streak with murder lately. What? You had a good
well,
streak?
yeah, I mean, yeah, spider murder. Sorry, but
Makes
this
me
one
sad.
fell on the floor and crawled into the vent.
Yes.
haunt
Got away. The
All of
one
us
that got away.
in our dreams.
You
Yeah.
deserved
It's
it for
doomed.
killing its friends. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And then my high was actually, this might sound kind of lame, but I just had a night to myself the other night where I watched some TV, which I never used to do that because I thought I wasn't allowed to.
Gavin's better than
I literally, by myself, I was
Kat has a
like,
prison
you are not allowed to
warden
watch
in her
TV.
mind.
People who are losing watch TV. You do not watch TV.
that's so sad.
And
was
that's
like-
what you say to Max, right? When he watches
No.
TV, you're like, people who
No,
are
and
losing
now I'm like,
watch TV.
now I'm like, I love TV.
Yes, Kat.
It's so fun. I can't wait to watch my show. It's so relaxing.
Yes,
So yeah, I had a
Kat,
fun
You
night.
go. You're allowed to watch and
for
entertain
you.
yourself.
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate it.
Well, that's our highs and lows, guys. We're going to take a question from Patreon, our spicy advice Q&A.
Question.
All right, our spicy advice question comes from our patron, and her username is soph.7178. Just got to say that. And then her question is, how do you refrain from peer pressure?
Love this. Love this question.
I feel like
refrain?
I'm not naturally prone to it. Is someone who's more
Same.
prone to it want to go first?
Well, we have
You probably have more tips.
First of all, we have a weird upbringing because we were homeschooled and we came from like a really big family, so we were already kind of
bold
out.
parents.
Yeah, and our parents are bold risk takers, color outside the lines type of people.
Yeah, they're like
Yes.
against the grain.
Yeah, Mom likes
Mom's
to stand
like,
out.
Mike, you can do whatever you want.
Oh,
Open
yeah,
your
I
own
get what you're
company.
saying.
Oh
Yeah, so I feel like we
Yeah,
kind
I
of grew up in a very non-conformist type of family.
Yeah.
So we
didn't
kind of
feel
had that
pressure
foundation.
like that. But
But we still
have
got
felt peer
pressured,
pressure.
and everyone has that. Like they say, it's like an innate almost like a survival mechanism, the need to belong.
Yes.
So that's where that comes from, is like you don't
want to fit in.
You want to fit into the group, because back in the caveman days, if you didn't fit into the group,
you would die.
You would die. So that's why you want to belong.
You want to have friends. So sometimes we get like the mistaken idea that having friends means we have to agree with everyone. We can't be ourselves, and everyone has to think the same things, which is just not how life works. I've experienced a lot of peer pressure in my life because I always seem to make decisions that are really against the grain, but I don't really mind it that much. I enjoy saying no to people, and I find friends who really respect that. I don't like people who don't respect that. I'm like, I don't want to hang out with you. But not everyone feels like that, I understand. But I just feel like no one has the right to tell me how I'm supposed to live, especially when I put so much thought into my decisions. I'm like, I made this decision for a good reason, and you don't have the right to make fun of me for it. Like, if you want to have a conversation with me about it, that's totally fine. But making fun of you for your decisions, like, I'm not running around doing that to other people, so I expect other people to not do that to me. So I get kind of mad when people would do that to me, because I just don't think they have the right to put me down for that. But I understand that's not how everyone feels.
I just thought of a metaphor. It's like you have something that you care about and you really don't want to do, right? So let's say someone's like, put your foot in this tub of moldy yogurt. And you're like, no, I don't want to. But then you have this psychological pressure. If I don't put my foot in this, like, no one will love me. But it's like, would you rather like feel embarrassed, feel left out outside the crowd, but know that you didn't stick your foot in a tub of yogurt? Or would you rather sit there and be like, my foot is in a tub, I hate this, but at least I fit in? It's like, I would rather be like, embarrassed or left out, but know that I did not stick my foot in that tub.
Oh, it's a big fear. This is not real. It's not true, but the fear is real. It's not real that if you do not listen to every person pressuring you, do whatever they say, you'll never have friends. You might not have those friends, but it is not true, guys. I'm telling you right now, you do not need to do what people pressure you into doing to have real friends. That's not even how you get real friends. Real friends support you and listen to you, and they encourage
respect
you to
your
like,
differences.
they respect you. That's a real friend. So I think people are really scared. It's like that scarcity mindset thing. They're scared that, oh my gosh, if I don't do this, I'm not going to have any friends.
This is my last chance.
Yeah.
That's not true.
I feel like for me, as a more like go with the flow kind of person, like don't want to rock the boat, I definitely had temptation to give into peer pressure, because it's just like easier than being like no and explaining yourself and all of that. But I actually do a pretty good job of not giving into peer pressure almost ever. But because I think through things so much and I have a really strong belief about whatever the thing is, like that's the way that I don't give into peer pressure, because I'm like, yeah, could be kind of awkward, could be a weird moment if I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I have such like a deeper, stronger belief in why it is that I don't want to do it. Like that belief is stronger than like the fear of the awkwardness of not doing it. And then also I just think of kind of what you were saying of like, I want to have real friends and not jerk friends. So me saying no to this right now is really just going to show me more about who these people are who I think are my friends. And like my goal is not to just have friends. I don't think that's a good goal. My goal is to have good friends. And so it's just like, I think that it's a win on all sides when you don't give into peer pressure. Like that's the way that I see it. So I think that's how I've been able to not do that.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it in this moment. I have never really been like peer pressured really, because like everyone just kind of knew.
Nobody pressures you.
No, everyone. First of all, I am low key really stubborn. Second
I
of
don't
all,
think you would be pressured. If you're like, Amy, do this thing, you'd be like, no,
Amy
no.
has a vibe.
Like, I'm leaving.
Amy has a vibe about her of like pure innocence. I think people
Thank
know
you.
like she would never like and just like I won't even try. Like it would feel
That's she
weird.
wouldn't. She would
like
leave.
I
would
didn't
never.
get to
She'd be like-
invited to a party all of high school because
they just
didn't
knew.
care, and
They
they
just
all
knew.
knew. They were like, she's not gonna want to come.
Yeah.
So I think of it in this way of like, as Christina was saying in our last episode, your relationship with yourself is paramount. Like it is the most important relationship that you have besides your relationship with God. Like it's like, I guess second to that one. But I don't want to betray myself for someone who doesn't really care about my good. Like if someone's peer pressuring you to do something you don't want to do, probably means it's not good for you.
why
to
are they
do.
doing it? What do they get out of
You
it?
don't need to betray yourself.
Why do they have to control you?
Yeah, and you will live through being embarrassed just fine. I do it all the time. Like,
And they
you're gonna be great.
They will live through you saying no to doing something with your own body, your own choices, whatever that they're trying to get you to do.
I feel like the bottom line is people peer pressure you to do stuff because they're not comfortable with the fact that they're doing that thing, and they'll feel better about themselves if you're doing it with them. Well, guess what? It's not my job to make you feel comfortable with your own little choices. You have to live with the guilt.
Lisa!
Yeah, because if you're comfortable, then why would you
why are
peer
you
pressure everyone?
Yelling it to the mountains, you love doing this so much. It's like just
when
do it.
like in high school when I was at parties, I didn't drink, and people would try to pressure me into it, and I'd be like, no. But I wasn't running around going, hey, stop drinking. Hey, stop. I didn't do that to people, but everyone did the opposite to me. So it's like, why are you a giant jerk and I'm not?
Because they're not comfortable with their choices. That's what it is. If someone's truly comfortable, they don't feel the need to put their own choices on someone else. Why aren't you doing this? It's like, if you're saying that, you're questioning it for yourself.
My friends never did that, I have to say. My friends would be like, oh yeah, Christina doesn't do that. Or they wouldn't do it either.
Yeah, my true friends didn't do that.
My friends would never try to pressure me because they'd be like, oh, this is my decision. You have a different one for me. And I respect it because we're different.
Hopefully your friends
people.
know what you value and they respect you enough not to push you to go against your values.
Yeah. So I guess how you say no is you say no and you don't let someone shame you or guilt you for it. And you don't shame or guilt yourself and you don't believe the lie that you will never have any friends. It's just that you might not have those friends. But it's definitely going to be awkward sometimes. People can be really rude about certain things.
Oh, yeah. Also, one other thing that helps me is like a lot of times people are peer pressuring you and like your friends are doing it and they don't realize that's what they're doing. So I'll be like, stop pressuring me. And then they're like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's a good point. Sometimes they might not realize.
Or like, I don't want you to pressure me right now. Just like saying that, a lot of people will be like, oh, sorry, that's not what I meant to do.
Yeah. So I would like to close with someone is not a bad person for pressuring you, and you're not a bad person for saying no. Everyone just got their own weird thing going on. You just got to move on.
Yeah, and when you do something that you don't believe in, like you gave into peer pressure and you're like, you start to feel that kind of weird gut feeling. You're like, pay attention to it. Don't beat yourself up for making a mistake. You're totally allowed, guys. You're allowed to make mistakes, okay? Yeah. You're totally going to, period. You're going to make bad decisions. We've all done it, okay? Everyone makes decisions they're not like proud of or they're like, dang, I wish I made a different one. But you got to be forgiving to yourself and just be like, okay, what can I learn from this? Take it as a lesson, you know? Yeah, but pay attention to that feeling. If you feel uneasy about something, it's like, ooh, I didn't actually want to do that. Why did I just let someone tell me I was going to do something? I'm not telling them what they're doing. And you could say it to them. You'd be like, that's something you could say. Like if we're telling practical things, you could be like, I'm not going to tell you what to do. So can you not tell me what to do either?
Yep. Ooh, yeah.
You can say that. I don't know what else you could say. Like, no, I'm not. And you could also say, if they're like, why? You could say, I don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Or you could say, why do I have to explain it to you?
I don't legally have to disclose that.
Why don't you explain something personal to me?
Yes. Why don't you consult
you
my
don't
lawyers?
have
Thank
to
you.
explain anything to anyone.
You don't.
Yes. You just
You don't owe them an explanation for your behavior if it has nothing to do with them.
Live your
Like if they're
truth.
like, why are you stepping my foot? Then yeah, maybe you should explain that. But other than that, you don't. All right, so let's jump into our topic of conversation, which really goes along with the idea of peer pressure, actually.
100%.
So much peer pressure.
Peer pressure doesn't end in high school, which is the most common
It just
time for
shape shifts.
It does.
So I want to set the scene for this topic and just say that as a woman who was engaged for a year, I don't really have memories of people putting pressure on me, at least, well,
Not
at least
overtly.
not physically for like my looks, but more.
Get off me.
I definitely had people putting pressure on like, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that I realized there was this innate pressure that came out of my very being about 6 months before the wedding. And I was like, wait, why do I suddenly think I have to look perfect? Why do I feel like I have to
conditioned
be
into you.
the absolute best version of myself in every way right now? And like, it was just like this insane
where'd this come from?
psycho pressure. I had to go to my therapist and start working through it because I was like, where the heck is this coming from?
because no one said it.
No one
you.
said anything.
Perfect.
It was there, and it just revealed itself the moment that I was like
Weird,
engaged.
right?
So weird.
So we're talking about toxic wedding culture and whether it's really overt or like Kat's saying, It's this subtle
Subtle.
thing that you've been getting messages about from
Your
culture,
whole
media,
life.
your entire life, and you don't realize those messages are there until you're in
position.
the situation. Toxic wedding culture exists. So what is toxic wedding culture?
It is the pressure to look your most perfect on your wedding day and to have a quote perfect, extravagant, whatever type of wedding.
Which
It's
is
just that's what people like. There's like this certain like glamorous
I
type
feel
of
like
wedding.
this explains it well.
I feel like
the damaging and toxic standards placed particularly on women.
Yes.
not men, women.
Men can feel like a little bit of pressure, Oh, gotta look better.
My
gotta
husband
lose
said he
weight.
felt some
There's
pressure.
a little bit. It's definitely real, but
But no one was telling him, you better be
No.
tan.
Well, no
you better
one's
get
telling
in
you, but
shape.
in my opinion, it's very heavily geared
Oh,
toward
yes.
the woman of like, what are you gonna look like? What are you gonna do? What's gonna happen? It's a lot of pressure.
So we're gonna focus. We decided that we could go to like a lot of different places in this, but
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna really focus because there's a lot of different toxic standards, a lot. But we're gonna focus on the pressure to look perfect on your wedding day, particularly, and the complete objectification of the bride as an object for people to look at,
Horrifying.
and how weddings have turned into kind of a performance.
Yes.
All these things are very hard to carry out as a human being and not a robot.
True.
Very
Yeah.
difficult things. So what are some of the expectations?
Okay, first of all, I am engaged. He put a ring on it. And I have watched people go through their engagements on Instagram. I've watched Catherine go through her whole wedding process. One of my best friends went through
Me.
it. You went through it. Yeah, I didn't notice as much with you because I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't
though.
have it very much for
When
some
I
reason.
got engaged is when I actually started to connect the dots. Because when you're outside of it, you're just like, oh, it's normal. And then I start feeling it. And I was like, excuse the flip out of me. So, let's see, what is there? You're supposed to have perfect skin.
Yeah, like do everything
Flawless.
you can.
Glowy.
Spend every dollar until you have
Yeah, get
perfect
some-
You have to be
skin.
tan.
Yeah.
You can't be pale.
You can't have one blemish.
Yeah, your hair.
Yeah,
has
you
be-
have to be tan.
You have
Pale
to-
girls.
Okay, first of all,
canceled.
Whoa, I'm
Listen.
canceled.
Yeah, you can't get married.
Canceled. I can't get married, guys. You heard it here first.
You have to get a tan.
Listen, this is actually the expectation. Whatever you were doing before, throw it away. You need a
not
whole
good
new
enough.
beauty regimen, fitness routine.
Go on a diet.
Oh, yeah, a whole new like wardrobe. Like you're supposed to get extensions.
Yeah.
People go to the ends of the earth when their wedding starts to draw near, and I mean near as in like a year out, 8 months. Like an
Yes.
entire period of your life is you're suddenly Miss America. What? Because you are starting a life with your partner because you're joining two lives together.
You're Miss America.
It's like theoretically you should just be planning your ceremony and preparing to move in, or maybe you are
Preparing-
in
preparing
together.
spiritually.
to be married.
Yes, you should be preparing to like literally do a few things. But then what in the heck happened with all this extra stuff coming in? Where does it come from? Why do we feel that? Who's pushing it on us? And actually, I don't even know how to answer that question. Who is pushing this?
Is
I
it
know.
the
I'm sorry.
beauty industry?
I know where it's coming from, but I don't understand
wedding industry?
where it originated.
because we know things are marked up in the
Yeah.
wedding industry.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's a whole other
But I
topic.
also want to point out before we get into more, I guess, that doing different beauty related things can be really relaxing.
Yes.
Killing yourself or something with pressure is not relaxed. So if you're going to get a haircut and you're like, oh, this is nice. But if you're like, my hair's not good enough, it needs to be perfect, I have to go get this done. Or you're like, oh, I really want to go get my nails done. But you're like, my nails look disgusting. This is not acceptable. I'm a slob. I'm horrible. I have to do this. There's a big difference. And I think
Okay.
that's where people come from a lot.
I don't even feel like I really need to clarify this, but also if you're feeling this pressure or giving into this pressure, you're not a bad person. There's nothing. It's very
It's so normal.
You're probably just
Yeah.
being a normal person. I'm just trying to shed some light.
We're trying to say you don't deserve to feel like you're not good enough as you are.
that you're an object. That you're
Yeah.
not a person anymore.
You don't deserve to
Yeah.
feel like you have to be perfect. If you enjoy getting these things done and it's like a fun, relaxing thing for you, go for it. But you don't deserve to feel like I did a lot of things that I thought I didn't do all this, but like I got my nails done.
That's
I was
fine.
wearing my extensions. I felt really good about everything. I felt really good actually. I didn't feel like I'm unacceptable, blah, blah, blah. But if you're feeling like that, you don't deserve that. And it's not right that you should feel that you are not good enough.
It's
That's
like,
what we're
okay,
saying.
this is my thought. It's like when you go shopping for clothes, you might try something on and be like, "Ooh, that doesn't look great," right? Me personally, I just wouldn't buy that. I wouldn't buy that thing. Instead of going, oh gosh, that looks horrible. Okay, so I need to hire a personal trainer, and then I'll be able to buy this dress, and then I'll look perfect. Because when I walk down the street, everyone's going to be rating me and reviewing me. So I need to make sure my body is perfect. But when you try on a wedding dress, you're like, oh gosh, that doesn't look great. All right, so I need to start doing bicep curls. I need to jog 10 miles every day. I definitely need to overhaul my entire body because I'm getting married. Okay, well, what about your husband? Or, why doesn't he have to do all that?
Yeah.
Why aren't you telling your husband the exact same thing that you're telling yourself? Why don't you sit down and tell your fiance, you look terrible in those pants. You need to lose weight. You need to get a tan too. If you don't have a 6-pack by the time our wedding night rolls around, I'm going to vomit on you. Like, why? You would feel insane. And like, you need to get a spray tan. And like,
like you can't commit your life to me if you don't have a tan.
Yeah, aren't you going to get hair implants soon? You're starting to bald, you hideous beast. Like, no, but you look at yourself in the
Like,
mirror.
you need to go to the dermatologist.
It's literally like this.
You don't have
You're
perfect
like,
skin.
I'm not perfect, but I'm doing my thing. Oh, wait, I just got engaged. Oh, wow, I have new vision. Suddenly, I hate myself. Why is that a
Not
thing?
good enough.
Well, I want to say though, this is like, there is this one thing in all of this that I think is true, which I don't know if this makes sense or not, but like, I've believed this since I read this in a book that's called Captivating, but there is something inside of women that is a pure thing that wants to feel beautiful. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a very, and I want to just point this out that like, I think women do genuinely, there's something in us that like, we know that we are beautiful and we desire to feel beautiful. It doesn't mean you feel objectified or you feel like you're not good enough as you are, but it's just like you want to feel beautiful in your own skin, and that's a very pure and beautiful and like lovely. I don't know what the word would be. Type of thing
that goes with this, because if you feel like you have to change everything about yourself to be beautiful, then it's like, because I'm not good enough.
The distinction would be: are you feeling horrible about yourself, or are you like, wow, I feel beautiful in this dress? Like I am like, I don't know, just you're coming alive.
Like,
if that makes sense.
Care of yourself.
There's something about it that's pure, and then there's something that gets very distorted. People who are preying on that desire and distorting and twisting it and saying, no, how you are is not beautiful. You have to change all of these things, then you'll feel beautiful. You don't deserve to feel beautiful as you are, because that's not.
You're not allowed to unless you have all these things done to yourself.
Like, what? And I've seen some YouTubers that are just like this one girl, I'm not going to say her name, is a model, and she's very skinny. And then she'll be like, every other week it seems, she's like, I'm going on a diet to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, why are you dieting? I'm so confused. But even the skinniest people are like, I still need to lose weight. Okay. By the way, you're beautiful at any size.
Yeah.
Amen.
But anyway, I think the line is just, who are you doing it for? Like you said, are you feeling all this pressure to be something for other people? Or are you like, oh, when I tried on my wedding dress, oh, this is what I want. I don't give a rip what other people think. This is the dress that I like. This is what I want to wear. And you know what? I pray that I am bloated on my wedding day. I pray that people get to see my stomach and be like, food, baby? What is it? I would like you to see my bloated stomach in a wedding dress and not pass out. Because guess what? Most people don't care.
It's okay.
Yeah. Your fiance asked you to marry him as you are.
No. They love you until you get engaged. And all of a sudden, you are a hag and you must change or your wedding canceled.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've heard of multiple girls saying that the minute they got engaged, people literally asked them, so when are you starting your diet?
People ask me that too.
When are you starting
That is
your
so
fitness?
bad.
Like,
Why would you ask someone that ever?
It's
just and you're like,
expected.
So,
You
should never
when
say
are you
that.
starting your diet? You're looking a little.
You should never.
Like, why
say
would you
that.
ask
And
someone
you
that?
wouldn't say that normally.
Yeah,
you
but
wouldn't ask
it's like
someone.
accepted because everyone's expected to
That
go on
person
a
is saying,
diet
yeah.
for their wedding.
That person's
Why?
saying, I'm expecting you to go on a diet. Are you going to say that to someone in normal life?
Never.
Try to tell me you expect me to go on a diet.
Never.
Catch these hands.
Could not.
Yeah.
Never.
Kind of a thought that I had about that was like, I would like 6 months ago, I started to feel this huge pressure, and I was like, it's 6 months before. Like, some people start working out a year before. Am I supposed to like get
Oh
a
my
trainer? Like,
gosh.
I literally, and I feel like I'm normally pretty good with my body image or whatever, but I started to feel like all of it was crumbling.
Because
and then,
it's so normalized.
It's
You're
so
like,
normalized.
Oh, that's what people
but
do.
kind
you
of
wear
the
a white
thought process
dress,
that
you
I
hate
had was
yourself,
like,
you work out.
I already am a pretty healthy person. Like I eat pretty healthy, go on walks, I exercise pretty regularly. Like it's nothing crazy, but I am like, I take care of myself, but I'm not obsessive about it at this point, and I'm not like going insane about it. And I thought like, if I do get to the point where I'm like perfectly toned and all this stuff, it's like, then when I look at my wedding photos, am I just going to see, wow, that was the best shape I've ever been in. I'm never going to look like that again. Like if I'm having this insane routine that I can't even maintain, is that what I'm going to see when I look at those photos? It's just going to be a comparison. Like that just seems like such a negative. And I'm not trying to knock anyone who's done that. Maybe you've did that in your
because
past.
it is
like
pressure. It's
but
just normalized.
I don't want to
There's nothing
feel like
wrong
that.
with exercising. There's nothing wrong with hating yourself.
No, and it's why are you exercising? Are you exercising to feel good and get fit for your health? Or are you exercising in an attempt to virtually or like Photoshop your body in real life?
Punish yourself.
Do that.
You don't deserve
this
to
is going to
punish
make
yourself.
my arms more toned.
Because the truth is, like, I think the thing that we're seeking, it's like, you want to look beautiful on your wedding day. You want to feel good. You want to look good in your pictures. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But it's like, you have to ask yourself, what am I really looking for?
What we're saying, do you need to look perfect?
what's the prize?
And it's like, yeah, what do you
Pictures.
look? Let's say you look perfect in your wedding photos. You have the perfect body that you've always wanted in those photos. Is that really getting you what you want? Why? Ask yourself. They say like if you want to get to the root of something, ask yourself why 7 times. Why do you want to look that way? Because of this. Okay, well, why is that the reason? Keep asking yourself until you get to the true
what would
root
you say?
of it.
Why do I want to look that? Because I will like it. Why
will
you
you like it? 'Cause you'll feel more acceptable.
I'll feel better about myself. Why will you feel better about yourself? Because I
think
feel like
people hate me if I don't.
I'm not acceptable the way I look now. Ooh.
Here's your answer. Okay.
Also, yeah.
Wait, what was I just going to say? Oh yeah. So why is it different of wanting to feel beautiful on your wedding day though versus wanting to feel pretty on a date? Are you like, oh, I'm going on a date, I better not eat for 7 days? No. You're like, what am I going to do with how I am right now? Put on some makeup, curl my hair, give this man an hour of my effort if he's lucky. I'm not giving you a year of my effort. Why?
But that's the thing. It's not even for your fiance. It's definitely not. People always say that to me. Like I was like, oh, I'm feeling this pressure. And people are like, your fiance loves you as you are. And I'm like, it's not even
for
about him. It's literally like
this is my
everyone
question.
else.
Do you think that your fiance doesn't know what you look like? Do you think that people attending your wedding don't know what you look like already? Like everyone accepted you for what you are. No one's expecting you to transform into a unicorn or something. They know what you are. Well, here's the concept. Get a dress that is tailored to fit the body that you have and wear that dress.
Ooh. Whoa. What?
Imagine that.
What?
Oh no, sorry. Actually, buy one 2 sizes too small and then whip yourself every day and be like, get smaller to fit into a dress that's the wrong size. Like,
Do people literally do that?
Yes.
Well, guys.
Yes.
Probably some of the people watching this did that.
Because put
You
it
don't
into that
deserve to do that.
Put it into that perspective. Like, why? No, everyone knows what you look like. You don't need to be anything else. Why is it like, oh yeah, body positivity, self-love, it's 2020, don't have to be perfect until you get engaged. Ugh, can't even look at you. You disgusting freak. No, body positivity is year-round, lifelong. Accept yourself.
Yes.
So basically, I think we're trying to give you guys permission that we never need to give you, but if we say it, maybe you'll give it to yourself. That obviously we don't need to tell you, which we keep making disclaimers to want everyone to roast us, but like, yes, it's fine if you want to work out, blah, blah. You don't need more people to tell you that because that's the only message you're getting. You don't need us to tell you that. I think what people want to know is I'm allowed to get married and not feel like I have
you are.
not feel like I have to lose any weight. You're allowed to get married and have the same hair you have. You're allowed to get married and have
pimples.
the same skin you have. You're allowed to get married and wear very little or no makeup if makeup makes you feel uncomfortable.
You
You're
don't
allowed-
if you don't want to wear
you
it.
don't need to be anything but yourself, okay?
Yes.
The people coming to your ceremony, I mean, you're not going to know all of them. You have people on your fiance's side, whatever. But like most of these people love you. They know you. They want you to be happy. No, these are like the last people in the world that want you to be miserable and insecure and
Yeah.
hating yourself. This is specifically, hopefully, the group of people that support you. So why should you show up as anything but your real self? And like, not that your body defines who you are, but like, it can really put you through a lot of changes. And I'm only saying all this because I had a horrible teenage experience of hating my body. That is why I get so lit about this, because it is an outrage. I didn't realize it until recently. And I was like, why is this a thing? Why do women have to be objects when they get married? I don't understand. It's like, oh, be an empowered woman. Like, yeah, do your thing. Oh, but now you're getting married. Get in this corner. You need to fit in this tiny little box. And if you don't fit into it, shouldn't be getting married.
Yeah,
That's not what
'cause-
marriage is about. It's not about being a fitness model. It's just bringing two lives together. So my point is not to demonize people that are putting pressure on you or anyone that's feeling this pressure. My point is to question it. Question it.
yes.
When you feel like you have to do something, you have to change yourself, you have to impress people with your ceremony, which we didn't really touch on, but that is really toxic
That's
too.
another thing.
It's not for everyone else, it's for you. But when you're feeling all this, just ask, do I have to do this? Like, is this a law? Is this going to kill me if I don't? Or is it going to kill me if I do? Okay. Like, just organize your priorities. Like, what's really going to matter? And this is the best quote. This girl recently, actually, Megan Mace, she's a YouTuber. She said the best advice she's gotten is don't focus on looking your best on your wedding. Focus on feeling your best, because then you will enjoy it.
Take
Yes.
care
Oh,
of yourself.
yeah.
Like, you have
Bring
to
it home.
remember, what is this for? Like, you're signing up to, like, I don't know why my brain isn't working. You're signing up to commit your life to someone that you love and are so happy about. You're not signing up to walk in the Miss Universe pageant. These are two different venues. Like, be yourself, be what you want to be on your very own wedding, and kick anyone to the curb who tells you otherwise. I want to see shoes flying, you're kicking them so fast. Okay?
Oh, that's a permission we didn't say. You are totally allowed to say no to people. I think this happens for family members a lot, putting pressure on you. You're allowed to say, no, I actually don't want to do that. Or can you not make any more comments about my weight? I don't want to hear them. I'm not going to talk to you when you make those comments. Whatever it is. Please don't make any more comments about insert this thing here. That is something that needs to be said.
And if
to
you
a lot
need
of
some
people.
strength, you should watch Bride Wars, the scene when Anne Hathaway tells off her really rude friend who's like the
Coworker.
maid of honor or whatever. She's like, all you need to do is come into my bridal beauty. And she's like, okay, I can do that. It's so funny. But yeah.
Also, think about your future daughter, if you have one, if you have one. Do you want them to have this pressure on them too? Like, how would you treat them? Treat yourself the same way.
Yeah, what I kind of realized at the end of the day was like really what Lisa's saying. It's so true. Like, focus on feeling good rather than looking good. And I have talked to multiple friends about this who have been married, and they really echo that sentiment. They're like, I wish I could go back and not focus so much on how I looked because it
doesn't make you
drained me.
happy.
And I realized just from the therapy and stuff I've been doing the last 6 months before my wedding, the problem is not me and any imperfection on my body. The problem is my own perfectionism. And learning to deal with that and face that will make me better going into marriage. So that's what I've been focusing on more, is looking into the mirror every single day and choosing to be like, no, that's okay. Like, that cellulite, that scar, that thing that I see that I think is not acceptable, that's okay. I'm a human being. I'm not I'm not a Barbie doll. I'm not a museum. I'm not something you're just here to look at. I am a person. Yes, I have scars. I've fallen down and hurt myself. Yes, I have cellulite. I don't always eat perfectly. I eat treats sometimes. I'm enjoying my life. I don't want to live a life where I eat vegetables all day and work out for 2 hours a day. That doesn't sound fun to me. Maybe I would look like a perfect model Barbie doll, whatever, if I did that, but I don't want to do that. So that's not the life that I'm going to live, and I'm just going to live the life that I think makes me happy. Also, something I realized was, I was talking to my friend about this, and literally from childhood, you're almost brainwashed, because one of my favorite movies as a kid was Cinderella. In that movie, you see her worrying and stressing for weeks about what she's gonna wear and how she's gonna look at the ball and impressing the prince, and you see the stepsisters going crazy and putting on their corsets and stuff. That's more in the Real People one, but it's just you get this message
totally.
they completely transform her
before she goes
with
and
a
he
magic
notices her.
wand, and it's before she's this unworthy I clean the house and I'm covered in ashes, and then she's this beautiful princess, and that's who he falls in love with. So you get that message in your mind, how I am at home in my normal life is not good enough. I have to transform into a princess to get the prince.
That's kind of scary.
You already
to think
got
about.
the prince. You already got them.
But again, it's not even about the prince.
Yeah,
He doesn't give a rip.
That's
walks
the point. It
into the
should
church,
be.
pale
It's
as a snowflake. He's like, I'm out. I gotta go.
Well, all this pressure isn't about him, because clearly if he thought there was something wrong with the way you looked, he wouldn't have asked you to marry him.
Also,
he
if
likes the way you look.
If your fiance is putting pressure on you to look good,
He better not.
do not marry him. I
Better
repeat,
not.
Do not marry that.
It's not going to
person.
end there. It's not going to. He's not going to stop at the wedding. It's going to keep going. Then you're pregnant, and he's gaining a lot of weight.
Oh gosh.
Shut up.
Try me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a really good point. So what are some practical tips to sum this up of what you should focus on? we're getting rid of all this stuff, right?
Yes.
What can you do?
I've been making an effort specifically to not change my appearance. First of all, I want my dress to fit, so I cannot lose a bunch of weight or something. That ain't gonna work. Not that I even need to. And like, I kind of want to like bleach the front of my hair. I might leave it, a little edgy. Like, I don't need to be this perfect little princess with all brunette hair, which if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But I don't want to put pressure on myself.
You don't want to look back at your pictures and see that you had bleach.
a sick hairstyle
and
that you
see
love.
that you were yourself in the moment.
Yeah, whenever you feel pressure, I really recommend it because I'm right there with you, sister, is to say, no, I don't need to do that. And don't do that. And like, don't go on a diet if you're already healthy. You're fine. Like, mentally, consciously rebel.
I was going to ask Christina because you haven't talked much about your wedding and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Did you feel this in your wedding, and what did you think was like the most helpful thing?
I don't know why I didn't feel this.
Yeah, you seemed pretty chill about all this. I
didn't feel it, and I don't know why. Maybe I'd worked. No, because I worked through this intentionally from a young age. I focused really hard on body image when I was younger. I don't know why. And then for some reason, the friends that I'm around, all of them are so low key that it's ridiculous. So I didn't even have like anyone in my life who's even like this.
Yeah, but Christina, I have really good body image, but even I, with the wedding dress, I was like, oh, this is different. I would never.
Yeah, but you're not
think
giving
about that
into it at all.
before.
You don't-
I know, but I'm saying I felt it and I had to fight it. It's weird.
I think I remember feeling it in the beginning and then being like, screw that. I think because I do that with everything. I always feel whatever the societal norms are and standards are, and I go, screw that. That's just the way that I go normally. I think that's why. That's literally, I remember the beginning being like, intentionally being like, I'm not going to try to look perfect. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I don't care about impressing people. I went through all the things I didn't care about, and I would go on a lot of rants
Set
about
an
that
intention
in the beginning.
That's good.
So
I wish I
made
would have done
rules.
that. I didn't really set an intention. I kind of just blindly fell into wedding planning. I was like,
made
why
rules.
do I feel so bad?
I made rules for myself in the beginning, and I was like, no one is going to tell me what I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to feel and look and blah blah blah. So I think that was just a personality thing. Like I got lucky there. So that's kind of what I did. But I did have to focus a lot on my mental health, which I think is a really good point of what you should focus on, because I was getting really stressed about the event, and I was like traveling to be there, and the logistics and the change, the mental change, the commitment, everything was stressing me out a lot because there was so much going on. So I really do say like focus on your mental health, like make more appointments with your therapist. Get into meditation if you want to do that. Get massages, journal, exercise in a way that's not beating yourself up, that's helping you relax, take lots of baths, really get in touch with your feelings and yourself, and don't block yourself out. Do not block yourself out in your own mind, and just focus on your mental health. That's what you should be focusing on. Instead of focusing on your physical appearance, focus on your mental health, and you'll feel great on your wedding day. That's
and
honestly,
honestly, I feel like your physical appearance changes in a positive way when you focus on loving yourself, because a lot of the problems we have with our physical appearance are from stress, feeling bad about ourselves, feeling guilty, feeling ashamed. So focusing on that kind of almost, it's weird, fixes the quote. It's not even a problem, but it's like the thing you're worried about will naturally fix itself when you focus on
Let the beauty from within reflect.
I think I thought of what my mindset was. I remember thinking in the beginning, oh, I get dressed up and stuff like this all the time for videos. Like, I can't imagine putting any more makeup on than what I put on for a video. And I was like, I remember thinking, am I supposed to do more than that on my wedding day? And then I was like, no, what would I do? So then I remember thinking, oh, this is literally what I do every week. And the special thing is that I'm wearing a wedding dress and I'm getting married. That's the only difference, really. I don't have to do something different. So I thought like, oh, this is basically what I do every week when I do a video. Like the look, appearance-wise. I don't have to do anything more than that, because that's like the maximum amount of effort that I would put in. I'm not going to do anything else extra special. So we were so into that. We could keep
Guys,
going
it's freaking annoying.
It's offensive. It is so
It's really offensive. It's wrong to go around and tell every woman that she's just wrong and unacceptable.
Yeah, when are you going to go on a diet? When would you ever say that if someone wasn't engaged? Like, are you crazy? Anyway.
If someone said that to me, I'd be like, I don't know. When are you?
I would probably start crying and then yelling.
That's what people say in the pregnancy group I'm in. They said when someone says you're getting so big, to say, so are you.
I want to say that.
Why does like engagement and pregnancy make people lose all their manners? I don't know.
No, you're right, because after a woman gives birth, they're like, oh, what are you doing to lose the baby weight? It's like,
what are
excuse
you
me?
doing to lose
Yeah, what are you doing to lose your weight?
What are you doing to lose weight? Well, I'm not pregnant.
That is so
Guys,
not right.
Just in case you didn't realize, don't comment on people's bodies.
Do
ever.
Never.
Just don't do it. It's
Don't
really
tell
rude.
Look, don't tell people they look good either. That can be really triggering. Just leave
Yeah, that's
it.
true.
Anyway.
Yeah, unless they're specifically saying like, "Oh, I made this healthy eating thing."
Or
You're
like, you
"Wow,
look
You're
beautiful.
glowing is a nice thing.
You
You're
look beautiful
glowing.
is great, but not like,
Yeah,
you look so
good
skinny.
one.
Just don't say that.
Okay.
Anyway.
That was a passionate discussion.
Debacle.
So, let's go to the bag of random.
Woo! Love
I'm
the
like
bag.
shaking from the anger. I gotta calm down. Anyway.
I'm kind of feeling it too.
it's
I'm
unfair.
feeling it. Ooh,
I just want to
feels
say,
good.
how dare you? Okay. So, in the bag of random, it is a personal poll. Ooh, I like this one. Matching outfits with your kid. Would you do it?
Ooh.
Huh.
Okay, you start.
One word. Yeah. That's so fun. Me, head to toe leopard. My daughter, head to toe leopard.
I have to say to a point. So, how old is she? Is a great question.
Any age. I would match with my mom right now.
Wait,
That's
do they have
just
to be a
fun.
girl? What about
Okay,
your
okay,
son?
okay.
Would you match with your son?
For like a special
Your
event.
child,
Okay,
in
listen.
general.
Not
Either
all the
one.
time,
She
but
just
for
said her daughter.
special
She wants to do
events,
that.
yes.
Okay, I want to say it depends on how old they are and if they actually want to, which I
Yes.
assume Lisa would also agree. She doesn't want to push her kid into that. So if they want to, maybe. I don't really think that's like the number one thing on my mind. It's on
Number one thing on mine either. It's just a question.
No, I don't think I really want to that much. Like I never
okay.
thought about
You
it.
don't really think about
I
it.
don't really think about that. I don't really think about outfits that much. Maybe that's why. But I don't really know. I don't like the idea of thinking that your kid is a mini you. And I would think that some people who do this, not all of them, some people who do this think their kid is a mini them, but your kid is, they're not. They're
See,
them and you are you and you're different.
To me, it's like matching Halloween costumes. It's just a symbol of unity. It's not
Yeah.
we're the same person. It's we're on the same team. Like you wear
Yeah, it
jerseys.
depends. It depends on how you
It's
do
your
it.
intentions, I think.
Maybe I don't know. I just can't see myself doing that.
I
Be
don't think so,
Hey,
you
let's
do.
both wear this today. I don't know if I would do that.
See, you
Would I
think
do
that I would never catch me dead.
Really?
I've seen it done too many times with a weird vibe. In
God.
my opinion, IMO, okay? I'm not gonna, I'm just saying your child is not you. They are their person. You don't need to match them. They're not your best friend. They cannot speak.
Maybe
So
I don't know. Maybe I would one day.
maybe
fun
like if
you
we're wearing
would,
the
on a
same
special
color.
time.
Yeah,
like
guys, St. Patrick's Day.
Easter,
St. Patrick's Day, you both wear the same like green
A
onesie.
holiday
same
is
thing.
different.
Okay.
In my real life, I'm not going to be
True.
like, I want a
don't
twin
know.
with
I would
my
do them both.
2-year-old.
Okay, I feel like I don't know. It's my final answer. I don't know, but I'll know in a few months. I don't know.
Although I will be like, let's make friendship bracelets. Let's braid beads.
or
in
maybe
our
I'll know in
hair.
a few years. I don't know when I would know.
Oh, the baby could match you though. That's fun. Anyway, Lauren, go.
Okay,
Yeah,
I would say yes, would totally do this. I want the entire family to match.
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
Same.
But I don't know if I would actually do like literally the same outfits. I feel like that's a little too much for
Yeah.
me, but I would love doing like same colors or like same
Like a
vibe kind
theme?
of thing, or like same jacket. Like that's really
That's
fun.
Yes.
fun.
That's
Like
fun.
a family picture, I can deal with.
Because
it.
again, it's just unity.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
so
fun. It's like team.
Yes,
Yeah, it's fun.
thank you.
I don't know if the other members of the family will want to do that.
Yeah, you
but
have to
I will
opt
want
in,
to.
but like,
My first thought is no. I'm really into individuality.
Yes, you are.
But
and I'm
also,
not.
as soon as my child can speak, I think I'm basically going to be like, you can pick out your own outfits. And I don't know
Yeah,
if they're going to
same.
want to twin with me. Like, that's their choice. So I think I would leave it up to them to wear what they want. So I'd probably go with no for the most part. That's my word on this.
I guess we'll see. I feel like I just don't know.
I know. I feel like
I
you
actually
can't
could
know.
see you
Because
doing
I always
it.
surprise myself with things I think I won't do, but I just can't tell.
I
for
could see it.
Halloween and stuff, I could see it. But like,
Yeah.
holidays and family pictures.
Oh,
That's
family pictures. You
Yes.
know
That is
we
my
want
I like
that.
a theme in a
Family
family
pictures,
picture.
holidays.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Otherwise,
You
we're
got to be careful with
individuals.
that. Family pictures, yes. Color coordination, good. But
color
people
coordination.
literally wearing the same
I love
shirt.
it.
It's fun.
I love
When,
it.
no, when you
Yes,
have
it's
like
amazing.
4 kids wearing the same exact shirt and
God, I want to do it.
that,
like
no offense,
12.
it looks
That'll
like
be
a
so
clone
funny.
army to me. I don't want my
Kat,
kids to look
you
like
don't
clones.
know what I'm talking about though. We're all gonna be wearing like onesies. or
Okay, that's
something
fun.
Yes.
That's
yes.
fun.
But we will be
that's
matching.
great.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's fun.
I agree with
It
that.
can't be the same.
Not
Okay, it
clone
can't be the
army
same
matching.
normal
No.
outfit. It needs
Yeah,
to be like a
that's weird.
fun
You're right.
outfit.
There's
that's
a way.
matching.
There's a way of doing this in a weird way and a non-weird way.
Yeah, like if my daughter's like an artsy little girl, I want to have like a cute artsy little
You can
blue
be
outfit.
un-artsy
And then if
for
my
1
son is like
hour.
a little punk, then I want him to have like a blue punk outfit. You know, like I want them to be themselves.
Okay, it's kind of like for us if we were like, guys, let's do. I don't know why we would do this, guys. Let's do a pajama night, and we're all hanging out. We're all gonna wear PJs, and
She got us matching matching PJs.
and they're
Yeah, I
similar.
did.
But if I'm
yes.
like, everyone needs to look the same.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
It would be kind of weird
It
if
is
I'm like,
not
you need to look the
it's
same.
not like you have to look the
It's
same.
like a team?
It's just fun.
Like
Wow.
a team mentality.
I'm just saying,
Yes.
in normal
Okay.
everyday life, it's a no. Special occasions, yes.
I'm just thinking of that kid. I don't know if anyone of you viewers know what I'm talking about. Of that kid whose mom like won't stop doing this, and she's like, "Mom, I'm my own person. Get away from me." I
Okay,
know
yeah,
a few
that's
people like
weird.
that, and that's what I'm thinking of. But the team mentality.
Okay, because
I
this
get
is the
it.
thing. Matching isn't fun if not everyone wants to match. And that's when it becomes a problem. If everyone wants to match, it's fun, but trying to force someone to match who doesn't is not fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sparked such a debate. Wow.
It's
That's
interesting.
thing.
Okay, so we'll check back in with me in I don't know how long when that time would come. Maybe it's
You
a few
could do
months
it
or
the
maybe
day
it's a
your
year.
child is born.
Yeah, so
You
we'll
both-
check back in. If I'm
matching
like,
with my baby.
if I'm like,
All
guys,
blue.
I have the urge to wear the same outfit. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe that'll happen.
I'm excited for that.
Okay, we'll see. So let's go to Sister Spotlight, where every week a different sister gets the spotlight. We have Lauren's take, Get Real with Christina, Sappy Thoughts with Kath, Amy's Current Crisis, exposing Lisa's weird past. And this week it is ding! Exposing Lisa's weird past. And I'm excited.
So excited.
I have my old journal. This is from 2009. Started it in about July.
So how old were you?
So you
I was
15.
14 or 15.
I
in
was
this one, I was
18.
15. I just turned 15.
I'm 18, she's 15. Is Kath in the story?
Catherine's in the
She's
story.
17 or 16.
She's 17. It's December. Okay, this one is a deep one because when I read the last one, it was deep. I was like, oh, wow, that was a fun ride. So I'm going to do another one.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god.
So this is December 31st. So it's New Year's Eve and it's 1:50 in the afternoon. Just to give you a clue of what I was doing as a 15-year-old on New Year's Eve. I deleted my Facebook. I feel like deleting myself right now.
Oh.
Catherine is being, this is so harsh, I'm sorry, her usual idiotically oblivious self, and it's not helping. And then she says, in quotes, "You know about Lisa? When you call her on a behavior, she just turns it around on you because the princess can't handle guilt." You said that to her? Yes. So here's my reflection on that. Oh, so everybody else in the world can? First off, what is guilt? It's something people can't handle. It's a feeling inside that makes you squirm and want to set things right. What on earth does that have to do with me? This all started only because Catherine takes things way too personally. She said, all I do is go on the computer and asked me what I do when I'm not on the computer. So I literally just asked her what she does out of curiosity.
what do you do?
I'm like, what do you do? Although it definitely didn't come off that way. And she got all offended and started telling me I should practice drums.
Wait, what?
She's like, you should practice the drums instead of going on the computer. I said, what? Question mark. Yeah, so for some reason, I'm in a really bad mood. I think it started before I talked to Catherine, and she just triggered it somehow. And now I have no idea how to go about treating people in general because I'm just a teenager. And whenever I feel right about something, my dad's mystical wisdom usually shows up, and I see some random piece of the puzzle I hadn't thought about before. What? I'm always on edge, always defending myself. I think people see that and don't realize I need the opposite sort of treatment they'd expect. I'm like a hissing cat that just needs to be tamed and loved, but no one is willing to approach me. I need a mind reader. And on top of that, someone was playing the drums just now. Angela's phone keeps going off with Halo every 2 minutes, and Christian is screaming for me to sweep the floor. I wish I could just say, forget the world and go to sleep. But my friends are coming over tonight. Ugh. Is this normal for teens to feel not normal at all, yet completely not unique? Because everyone feels this way? Why am I so defensive? Why do I get set off so easily? Why do I hate it when Catherine yells my name? Why is it so easy for me to offend people? It's almost subconscious, automatic at times, all underlined. Am I a bad person? This is a huge part that takes up half a page. Ugh, shut up, you stupid phone, before I punch you through Lauren's freaking mattress. Because it kept ringing. And I said, why does this day confuse me like no other? I wonder what happens that changes you into the person you become. What triggers the caterpillar's transformation into a butterfly? Is it the sudden stopping of production of some confusion hormone so that the world suddenly makes sense? Or is the person I become one who never learns how to shake the stress, guilt, and suppression of being a teenager? Do I just turn into a weathered, bitter woman who flips off the world as her morning salute? Again, all caps underline, am I a bad person? And when do I stop writing my journal about things and tell them people's faces? Well, happy frickin' New Year's from a girl with everything and nothing to do about everything and nothing. From Lisa Cimorelli.
I feel like that knocked the wind out of me.
That was
I'm confused. I'm concerned.
I'm shocked.
I'm confused.
I'm in shock.
So
I'm
you
in
sound
shock.
like you're 50 years old. You're like, dude.
because I love reading those because I do not I remember that day now really clearly, but I do not remember like processing things in that way. But
Oh my
it's cool to
gosh.
reflect on.
That is like, I feel speechless, but I can't believe how like in depth and detailed and how deep the thought process was. Because I feel like I wasn't able to think like that until I was well into my 20s and I'd worked on it and been in therapy and tried to figure out how to go that deep.
Same.
I had my journal entries were
I don't
nothing
know.
like that.
I don't know why did I think that way.
That had so many, now with what we've learned, that had so many deep things where I'm like, oh, that makes sense, and that makes sense, and that makes sense. Like all these weird deep things. You guys all speechless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
So
really
that was
lost.
just this simple book with some birds on it. I am thinking of publishing all my journals one day.
Please.
I really
Oh
think
my
I need to. I just need to change the names, edit out a few curse words, and publish that baby. Because I
That
have
is
many.
shocking.
Yeah.
Some of them are better than others though, because then I got into more emotional reflection and less like details. It got kind of boring. But like the earlier ones,
the details, they really make it.
yeah.
I'm shocked.
Good stuff. So
I'm
thank
really
you for
shocked.
watching.
Wow.
I'll end the podcast since everyone is dumbfounded.
Yes,
Thanks for
true.
watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Go ponder your life and maybe reflect on some of your dad's mystical wisdom if he has any. Good idea.
Yes.
We'll see you next time.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.